this is our shear box, and as we can see, it is a split container. It has a bottom part and a top part, and they will move against each other. At the moment, they are bolted together with these two bolts, so they're not moving, so we can fill our shear box. Okay, the first thing we need to do is we need to measure the height of the shear box, because we need that value to be able to find the shear strain of our sample. We don't need to measure these dimensions because we know they are 100 millimeters each. So now I'm taking the caliper and I'm putting that here in the corner and pushing it down. And what we get is 44.59 millimeters sample height. We can do it in the opposite corner as well. And that is 45.64 millimeters. So we can do an average between those two values. Okay? So now we're ready to prepare our sample. So the first thing we need to do, we have our sample here, our sand, and we will fill that box in 3 layers, and we will compact each layer separately. Okay, so we will fill about 1/3 of that sand into our box. We put the frame on, that makes it easier to compact, and then we're using our wooden compactor and we're just compacting the sand. Okay, so that is the first layer. Now I'm repeating that with the next layer. And I'm going to compact that as well. Okay, now that is compacted. Now I use the rest of the sand and do the same again. And that is now a little bit difficult because now it is quite full, so we really need that frame. But it is easy to get over the frame with the wooden tamper. Okay, so once I'm happy that the sample is well enough compacted, I remove the frame, and now I'm using that kind of perspex shape. It's got a little lip here, and that is 1.5 millimeters. So I'm smoothing out my sand surface. And I probably have a slightly too big sample. I think I'm just taking a little bit material out. Okay, so that was a little bit surplus. And I'm just going to remove a little bit. Okay, clean that up so we don't have a mess. And Maybe just remove a little bit more even. Like this. And now we have a nice smooth surface. So now we are 1.5 millimeters below that edge. So from the height that we measured with the caliper, we need to subtract 1.5 millimeters to get to the actual height of that sand. And then we need to put our lid on, and the lid obviously sits only on the sand, not on the steel of the box, and that will then provide the normal load on our sand sample. Okay? And then we're going to load that onto the shear box, but that will be in the next clip.